Nothing particularly, because I don't like people. So I really liked doing it online. I loved the fact that I didn't have to sit in a classroom with you and listen to you. Other leaders should sign up to the online course, because this skill and the ability to use this tool is everything that you're looking for in leadership. So it's the missing link. It's the piece where it's how do I want my people to feel, and it's the tool, it's the lineage, it's a little link between those two, because I can ask that question, how do you want to feel today? People sit and look as though I've just put a bag of cold cinnamon on the table, because why would I want to tell you how I want to feel? But if I put some cards on and I start talking casually, I've got this conduit. So they should do it, because it's a conduit for those open conversations, and it gives people a word to point to. It's the third person in the conversation. The most rewarding part of using the game is seeing people be safe to articulate emotions. So it's really unsafe in a work environment to say I'm sad or something's happening at home. When you put them in a physical environment, experiential environment like this, where they're off the grid, so you own them, there's no cell phones, there's no distractions. Secondly, you've talked through Maslow and safety and all those things, and then you apply this over the top of that. Now they can actually articulate their feelings, and the tears and the emotion and the depth of the emotion is extraordinary. I measure success using ECD when I'm watching the micro behaviours in the team where people soften, and you can tell the emotion. So around their eyes soften, their hands soften, they lean in, they engage, or you see them just sit back and they're cogitating, they're just reflecting, and you can see it, and I find that really successful, that when people have gone out there going, actually, this is much more important than values than something written on the wall. This is actually an accountability of my behaviours, because my behaviours will affect how people feel, and so that's just gold. My favourite cards in the emotional culture deck, I think like you, the question of how do I want my team to feel, that's essential for me. And I think courage, for me, is that courage to lean into that space, whatever that space is. Difficult conversations, Kim Scott's radical candour, having that ability to be deeply empathetic but direct, because we faff around so often, and we have so many people who are really shitty at jobs, and they're actually doing a really, really poor job because no one's defined what their job was, no one's done a skills work with them, and no one's asked them how they want to feel. And when you engage them, all of a sudden their productivity steps up, because they're leaning into that space, they want to be better, they're learning more. So yeah, I think courage.